It was an up and down season to say the least, as the Kootenay Ice went from last place in the Eastern Conference to the last playoff spot before falling in 5 games to the defending WHL champion Edmonton Oil Kings.
We had lots of chances in games 4 and games 5 to bury our opportunities and get back in the series, and unfortunately we didn't make good on those opportunities, and that's an experience that some of those guys have to really think about and understand, that you really have to make sure that once you get that opportunity, you have to rise to the occasion. It's a great experience. You know, are we disappointed we didn't rise to the occasion? Absolutely, but we understand that those experiences that those players had will make them that much better come into training camp next year, and understand that, you know, those games in October mean everything as much as the games in March.
I think the process day in, day out is, you know, making sure that there's ongoing improvement, and the results were definitely up and down, but I think the process and what we tried to do on a daily basis was the same.
And despite the early exit, the season still had many positives for the young squad.
I think that there's a lot of kids that improved. I think that we had a lot of kids really find their way and find their personality as how they can really challenge themselves.
And so now the time for reflection and adjustments is here, as the coaching staff looks forward to year number 2.
You reflect back on the year, you always want to see where you can improve as a staff, where maybe you could take more days off, or where maybe you could, you know, just little things, right? Your travel, how you travel, when you travel, and you take a look at all those things and try to make sure that you are doing things that is best for your group. And I think that we're real excited.
And they expect to hit the ground running at training camp in August.
I think we want to see a team that's ready to go. I think we've talked about that with our exit meetings and in our fitness testing. I think the players here understand that. There's a tradition here on the expectations and having high expectations and overachieving. And we expect them to come back and be ready to go.
For Go Kootenays in Cranbrook, I'm Blaine Evans.